Hello everyone, my name is Dean Gilton, creator of Phantom AF Studios and the team leader and head founder of Southern Expedition Paranormal. Today I'll discuss about this part 2, the follow-up about what happened to North Mississippi Paranormal Society. Alright, so I told you in the last video that on the Facebook page there was a thing they had about they want to hear people's stories and they could help, that sort of thing, which was that post, the last post that was dated back in 2012. Well, there was a comment that a person written down, it was posted like 8 years ago, who wants them to come to their place though, do an investigation because they have such activity. I mean, still on this property, has a lot of activity. This guy though, who made the comment though, lives in the state of Mississippi, over somewhere in Lee County. Now, Lee County though is home to the city of Tupelo and to the town of Baldwin. And where he's at though, he's not that far off, just right next door to the Natchez Trace. Well, the guy had his address, had his phone number written down on there on this comment too. And like I said before, though, I didn't know if that phone number is still active or not though. So I just yesterday, after I made the first video, I called this guy though, this guy who made the comment. And you know what? The phone was still active. And it's still the same guy who written that comment 8 years ago. I questioned him though. I mean, his name though is accurate. Said yes, it is. And I called him who I am and what I do in my service though. And I said, you posted a comment on the North Mississippi Paranormal Society page about 8 years ago. And he's totally forgot about it and that sort of thing for 8 years. But apparently though, I also told him, have they ever contacted you when you made that comment? And he said, no, they have not. They have not even reached out to him. Like I said, he also forgot, and he written the comment about it, but now he recalls it that they haven't even contacted him about it, which was very unusual. So I sat down, I put my phone on speaker. Now, where he was at, he's out in the country, out in Lee County, and sometimes between my line and his line, there's usually a bad connection line, which is understandable. But he did he told me his story, and it was just fascinating, as if I hit the holy grail of all paranormal cases within the state of Mississippi. But when the reception got so bad though, I spoke louder over his phone and said, listen, I got the information I need for right now, but I'm going to try my best to call you back on Saturday. I'm making sure, and I promise this, I will call him back on Saturday. I guarantee you I will. Yeah. So this Saturday I'll be calling him back though, and I believe this guy will be our new client. Yes, our new client. But we get to talking more though. I'm hoping that we can get an official date started. Because right now though, we have a case though. We have officially reopened a case in Ada, Mississippi, at the library there, and that's going to be quite interesting though. I mean, we went there before about 4 to 5 years ago it was, somewhere around there, and a lot has changed since then though. But it's still active, so we're going to go back and do a reinvestigation, and it's going to be quite interesting. But going back to the North Mississippi Paranormal Society, so I dig some deeper. I was trying to find if they had a webpage. They have no webpage. No, I checked to make sure. I went down and scrolled all the paranormal pages that's in Mississippi or at least in the South, district in the south area of the United States, their name even popped up only except for the Facebook account. So I went back in their Facebook account because what I'm trying to find is where they're actually from. Alright? They're from a town called Smithville, Mississippi. Smithville, Mississippi is in Monroe County. So I looked on the map, on Google Maps. I searched for the town. The town, though, I thought it might be big, but it's quite small, though. It's like Carrollton and North Carrollton, Mississippi combined. It's that big, with a population set of nearly about roughly 500. But it used to be bigger since then. There's like a hospital, like two restaurants around there. There's a pond or lake called Pool B. And I said, that's interesting. So I just looked around on the map, though, and I said, interesting, though, but I don't know. I mean, so they're there in that area. So I said to myself, I'm probably going to have to go there sometime next week, hopefully on my off day, and take a trip to Smithville, Mississippi, and ask around if they knew anything about this paranormal society that's in their area. Most of them will probably respond yes or no. I said, I did not even know we had one, but it's worth a try. And I'm trying to follow up on some leads, though, because it just left, I don't know, the public hanging, you might say. Especially on that YouTube channel they had, which they started back in 2008. The last video that they did was 15 years ago, which was about in 2009. And that was at the old Panola County Hospital in Sardis, Mississippi. Now, going back to that one in Sardis, Mississippi, about 2 years ago, me and a colleague at the time went over there, went to Sardis. The building was still there, and the old hospital was still there. I talked to the law enforcement people. It was the sheriff's department just right next door to it, though. And said no, we had no complaints of hauntings. They barely remembered anything about a paranormal society coming there. It's like I said, it has been over. At that time, 2 years ago, it was like over 10 years, you might say. But yeah, it was unusual. But said it's not haunted or anything like that, though. That's all. I'm not picking up anything either on my end. But they only use that building, the hospital now, though, is closed off to the public, though, owned by a private contractor. Plus, the police department uses it as a training area, though, and so does the fire department. So basically, it's used for government city officials, basically, as of now, and probably used as storage. So I went down to the library. Excuse me. So I went down to the library, the Panola, that's here, the Sardis Library, you might say. And I went down there. It's a good sized library, though. I mean, it's good for that size of a town. I talked to a couple of librarians, and about only maybe just one barely remembers them being there. It's been so long that they just totally forgot about it. I mean, it's just like a flash from the past. It's just like a briefly thing. There was like some sort of group that was there, but that was so long ago. Now, going back to Smithville, Mississippi. Now, anyone in Smithville, Mississippi, though, anybody knows about the group of North Mississippi Paranormal Society, please let us know, though. Let us know, because we want to know more about them or their group or former members who were their team leader at the time and why they went so dark, stopped doing things. Now, I sent a message out to them before, though, about last year, now that I recall, on Messenger. It was like they looked at it, though, but they never responded. It was just weird, and you would think you would get a response from them. So it was like doing like, we can meet up or do a joint investigation if you're all interested. No response. No response at all. I mean, they had a little dot though of them though, so I know they read it, but they never responded. So who is North Mississippi Paranormal Society is the question. Who are they? Why they leave unanswered comments or not helping clients that need help? I mean, seriously. This is very unusual and very strange. It leaves us still a mystery. But like I say, hopefully next week though, on one of my days off from my work, I will head up to Smithville, Mississippi, and just ask questions and see if they know too, personally from my account, anything about them, because it's still an enigma of who they were, who they are. And also, like I said, on Saturday, I will contact my new client again. So I'm really excited for her. Well, y'all guys, have a good night. Get some rest. And enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you.